Daisy, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
Fine.
Okay, sawa. So I was waiting for you. The others, I don't know what are they still doing. Maybe wanna pull a lunch, but we can proceed. I think now we can proceed discussing something small. I hope you have somewhere to write. Everyone. It's my hopes that everybody has somewhere to write. Now, we shall be discussing very many things, not just in the integrated science. We shall be discussing it, including mathematics. I mean, you will be discussing very many things here. So you just be always ready. Join me at exactly 12:00 to around 1:30. Tukienda sana 1:30. And have somewhere to write, ask questions. Let's have a live discussion here. You're also free. You can invite the others. Tell them that we have a program going on every day from 12 to 1:30. I will appreciate. You can tell if they want any guidance. Your parent can guide them on how to enroll for these particular programs. I know you have classmates, you have friends. Let them come on board. So, because I want to talk about two things here before we actually get to the science itself. There is a reason as to why every student goes to school. There is a reason as to why, or there must be objective why you should go through junior secondary school. And then I will narrow it down. I give you the objective on why you are supposed to study about science. Now the integrated science. When you come to high school the other year, for those who are in grade 9 next year, for those who are in grade 8 the other year, you will come to high school grade 10, and you will find the science now in a split maratatu the way it should be. You will find physics, you will find chemistry, and you will find biology, all of them on the same. For me, I teach chemistry and physics. Even in the morning, I had some physics here. I've had 2 lessons for chemistry and for physics. So there must be a reason as to why we always study about something. We don't do it because we have no time. We don't do it because, no, there must be a reason. So, and I'm going to take you through so that as we are moving on, this question that I'm answering, like, why do we go through these studies? It can be asked by or in any subject actually, but it's also good to have that general knowledge on why we study some of these things. You know, it is good we have it, and you can have somewhere to write. You can have somewhere to write. I will guide you, and what I believe is this. Kuna mahali nilienda kuongelesha wanafunzi nikarealize I found out that they didn't know how to write. You dictate something, hawajui ni nini umesema, but I believe we all know how to write. Sawa sawa. I hope all of us, if I dictate something, you will be in a position to to write. Si ni kweli?
Yes.
Yes. Nawaambia kuna mahali nilienda sasa, anasema teacher, what are you saying? Nikaambia no, but right, anasema no, our teachers always, they must write on the board. Nikaambia ni sawa. And I had to be writing every point on the board. So the first part today, I want you to write this, like national goals of education in Kenya. National goals of education in Kenya. I will explain the meaning of that point. National goals. Goal is GOALS of education in Kenya. National goals of education in Kenya. That's where I want us to start from. At least we should know. Like even the Ministry of Education, as they are actually, you know, pushing for education. What are their aims? We have very many goals of education. Even you as you are in school. By the way, each student in Kenya, whether you're in a private school or a public school, you're always a property of the government. That's why you are being protected so much. Point number 1, nikisema national goals, like in simple terms I'm asking, what are some of the importance of education in Kenya. Like when education system was being structured, what was the aim actually of the government, the ministry, even outside Kenya, we have those NGOs who are actually following up on education. What is their goal? Number one, write this. To foster nationalism and patriotism. To foster is Foster. I also want you to know how to write, at least when you come to high school kidogo tutawapeleka mbio, yeah, especially kuandika. Hakuna walimu wa shule wajuangi kuandika kwa ubao, so tunawapeleka tu mbio kidogo, lakini at least I'm making you see how it's going. To foster nationalism and patriotism. Foster nationalism and patriotism. That's number one. Foster nationalism and patriotism. Number two. Stop sana sawa. Let me wacha nitafute class captain. Class captain was the first person to join class, and that is Ram. You are the class captain of this class. Even when the others start joining, kuna wengine bado wako kwa holiday, so for the few days nitakuwa very few, either 2, 3 back 5, but at times coming when there will be more. So you will be telling me if I'm moving very fast. So I'm saying foster what? Nationalism and patriotism.
Patriotism.
Yes. Number 2, promote national unity. I'm a national unity. Promote national unity. Promote national unity. You know, when people study, like you find somebody who comes from a different place. Somebody comes from Western, another one comes from Rift Valley, another one comes from Nyanza, Central, Mombasa, Northeastern, all those places. They meet in school and they study. It fosters national unity. Number 3 and number 4, just keep on writing the number. Promote social and economical needs for national development. I will explain that one. Promote the social, economical needs for national development. Promote the social, economical needs for national development. Yes. There are some things. There are some things which are actually required for the government or for the nation to develop. Social, economical. So this one, it's only in education that can foster and can promote the social, economical needs for national development. So, yeah, I think that's the point. Nikienda pole pole mnaniambia, nikienda mbio pia msiogope kuniambia.
So.
Kabisa, si ndio? Whichever the number. Next one is promote individual development and self-fulfillment. Promote individual development and self-fulfillment. And self-fulfillment. And self-fulfillment. Promote individual development and self-fulfillment. Like, individually, you have your own goals that you want to do in life. You have your own things that you want to do in life that can only be given to you when you have studied. Your personal goals are different from mine. Maybe you are there, you want to study to become a doctor, or you want to be a pilot, or you want to be you know what you want to be, or there's a skill you want to acquire, which can only be acquired through education. So if you go to school, if you study, then it now enables you to achieve your personal needs. It promotes individual development and self-fulfillment. Kuna mtu anataka tu asikie ni professor. Yeah, anataka tu akuwe professor. So itakuwa amejifulfill kwa professor. Number 4, promote. See, number 4, I don't know, you are the one to give the number. Promote sound moral and religious values. Promote sound moral sound moral and religious values. Promote sound moral and religious values. Promote sound moral and religious values. You know what? Education should provide for the development of knowledge, skills, what else? Attitudes that will enhance the acquisition of values for children to grow. It's only in education that we will teach about good behavior, how to behave. There are many things that will enable you to grow in the very meaningful citizen. So we say it promotes sound moral and religious values. Next, if you have finished that one, promote what we call social equality and responsibility. Promote social equality and responsibility. Promote social equality and responsibility. If all the children in a given country are exposed to education, it will bring what we call social equality. You can imagine if only a certain category of people were allowed to study, what will happen to the other people? There will be what we call social inequality. But now, because of education, we are promoting social equality and responsibility. Andika hii ingine, promote respect for the varied culture. Promote respect for the varied culture. Promote respect for the varied culture. We have various cultures and we have various communities in Kenya, even outside Kenya. Now, if you don't study, you will think the other culture for the other people is inferior. But when you study, you will realize that the cultures, they are diverse. Na hakuna culture moja mzuri ama mbaya kuliko ingine. We have to embrace the cultures in equal manner. So I've said, promote respect for varied cultures. I think hapo tuko pamoja. If this in second last time at last. Promote
number 7.
Pardon?
Number 7.
Have you then promote respect for varied cultures?
Yes.
Right, this promote international consciousness. Promote international what? Consciousness. Yeah, promote international consciousness. Promote positive attitudes. 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 Now, hiyo ilikuwa ya importance of education in Kenya, like goals in Kenya. Now, narrow it down. Narrow it down, write this. Learning outcomes for junior school. Wachana sasa na Kenya mzima. Now let's deal now with junior school. The learning outcomes. We are dealing with a different strand, sub-strand now. Learning outcomes for junior school. learning outcomes for junior school. We are done with the national goals of education in Kenya. So we are dealing with learning outcomes for junior school. Are you together, Ram?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Number one, right? Promote logical thinking. Kufikiria. Promote logical thinking for appropriate self-expression. Promote logical thinking, to think. Logical is Logical. Promote logical thinking for thinking for self-expression. Promote logical thinking for self-expression. Promote logical thinking for self-expression. Promote logical thinking for self-expression. You know, when you study, you will be able to think and you will be able to express yourself effectively. Sometimes when you meet with somebody mwenye hajaenda shule, you try to think, you try to reason out on something because hana kitu ya kureason, yeye anataka tu vita, anataka tu kupigana na watu because hafikiri. Yeah, lakini mtu ameenda shule kama wewe, you sit down with somebody, you discuss. Sasa naona we are differing on this and this. What can we do? Anakuambia let's do this, let's do that one. That is now reasoning. Lakini if you have not gone to school, hautaelewana na watu, utakuwa tu unakosana na watu every now and then because you don't reason logically, so you are unable to express yourself. You lack self-expression. I andika in number 2. You know why the outcomes for junior studies. Communicate effectively. Communicate effectively. Communicate effectively. Communicate effectively. Either through writing, verbal, kuongea. Yes. Communicate effectively. Communicate effectively. Hiyo mnajua. Try this. Demonstrate moral values. Demonstrate moral values for peaceful coexistence. Demonstrate moral values for peaceful coexistence. For peaceful coexistence. Demonstrate moral values for peaceful coexistence. Umeona mtu anaambiwa na mwalimu you lack morals. Injito anaambiwa uko na tabia mbaya. Like morals ni zile tabia nzuri that guides you in the right direction. Ukisikia mzazi anakuambia you lack morals. But if you have respect, proper communication, like we say you have morals. So education promotes moral values for peaceful coexistence. Next, write this. Practice relevant hygiene. Why we study in school is so that we can practice relevant hygiene. Practice relevant hygiene. Practice relevant hygiene, comma, sanitation, and nutrition. Practice relevant hygiene, sanitation, and nutrition skills to promote health. And nutrition skills to promote health. Practice relevant hygiene, sanitation, and nutrition skills to promote health. Ram, you mandika? Nice. Next point. To exhibit good citizenship. To exhibit The meaning of the word to exhibit is to show or to demonstrate. To exhibit, E-X-H-I-B-I-T. To exhibit good citizenship, good citizenship, good citizenship as a civic responsibility, as a civic responsibility. To to exhibit good citizenship as a civic responsibility.
How do you spell civic?
C-I-V-I-C. C-I-V-I-C. Civic responsibility. You get it?
Yes. What do they use?
To exhibit good citizenship as a civic responsibility. Hapo tuko pamoja? Aya, andika hii. To appreciate diverse cultural heritage. To appreciate diverse cultural heritage. To appreciate diverse cultural heritage for harmonious coexistence. For harmonious coexistence. For harmonious coexistence. To appreciate diverse. Kila mtu anajua spelling ya diverse. To appreciate diverse cultural heritage for harmonious coexistence. Spelling ya Moinas mnajua? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, for harmonious coexistence. Let me write on the board. I said to appreciate diverse cultural heritage for harmonious coexistence. Lastly, apply digital literacy skills for communication and learning. Apply digital literacy skills for communication and learning. For communication and learning. Apply what? Digital literacy skills for communication and learning. Apply digital literacy skills for communication and learning. Good. Aya, so tumeangalia ya the national goals of education, tukaangalia for junior secondary school. Sasa tunataka tuangalie ya integrated science. Learning outcomes in the bracket 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 integrated science. Sasa kitaka tuone tukisoma integrated science, because after this I will be starting now to discuss integrated science. What would be the learning outcome?
So, what's the topic? Learning outcomes?
In the bracket, integrated science. So
okay, thank you.
In simple terms, it is like the learning outcomes after studying integrated science. What must you capture? As we are learning, I would also maybe ask, okay, I will not ask you, but you should be asking yourself, from the time you studied integrated science in grade 7, grade 6, grade 8 right now, whether you have achieved what I'm going to mention. Yeah, hiyo ni swali yako wewe mwenyewe. I will not ask you to answer me, but it will be you and you. Sawa sawa. Yes. The learning outcomes. Number 1, andika hii. Acquire scientific knowledge. Acquire scientific knowledge. Acquire scientific knowledge. Skills. Acquire scientific knowledge, comma, skills, values, and attitudes. To make informed choices. On career pathways at senior school. I will repeat. Acquire scientific knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes. Hiyo ni ngapi? Knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes to make informed choices. On career pathways. At senior school. Like, in senior school there will be several pathways, and now after studying it, you will get some knowledge on which pathway actually to stick to or to follow. So it is meant to acquire scientific knowledge, skills, attitudes, to make informed choices on career pathways at senior school. Next. Use basic scientific tools. Apparatus. Use basic scientific tools, apparatus, materials, and chemicals. Use basic scientific tools. I know you've been to the lab. Use basic scientific tools, apparatus, materials, and chemicals. Effectively in everyday life. So after studying the integrated science, we would expect you that you get some knowledge so that you can use basic scientific tools, apparatus, materials, and chemicals effectively in our everyday life. Another learning outcome is conserve and manage environment. After umesoma integrated science, you will learn the importance of conserving and managing what? environment. So right, manage and conserve the environment. Manage and conserve the environment. Yes. Next, apply the understanding of body systems. Apply the understanding of body systems. Apply the understandings of body systems with a view VIEW, with a view to promote and maintain good health. Apply the understanding of a body system with a view to promote and maintain good health. Maintain good health. Yes, so those are some of the applications or some of the importance of studying integrated science. Now, I want us to get to the real thing. I want us to get to the real content now on science. Yeah, I want us to start with what you call the mixtures, elements, and compounds. That's what you actually studied as the first thing when you go to grade 8. Mixtures, elements, and compounds. So that is the strand we are dealing with today. Mixtures, elements, and compounds. Good. Mixture. Yes, mixtures, elements, and compounds. That is the strand. The substrand andika hii atoms, elements, comma, elements, comma, molecules and compounds. Atoms, molecules. Okay, after atom, elements, molecules, and compounds. Ngapi? 4. Atoms, elements, molecules, and compounds. Yes. I know we know mixtures. Ukichukua mahindi na maharagwe weke pamoja, that's a mixture. Lakini ukiwa na mahindi kando, ukiwa na maharagwe kando, that's a pure substance. Lakini sasa I want us to discuss on the same. I know at some point in form 1, sorry, not form 1, like in grade 7 somewhere there, we looked at the elements and their symbols, and everybody right now knows the symbols and their elements. Kila mtu anaijua. We have very many elements that exist actually, more than 100, and their symbols hiyo tutaangalia baadaye. By the time we are done with our holiday discussion, hii November, December yote, tutakuwa tumesonga mbele sana. Yes. So what's happening here is I want us to start defining the term matter. Yes. Andika matter. Ukiandika matter uniambie. Matter. Let's use the best and the easiest definition that matter is anything that occupies space and has mass. Anything that occupies space and has mass. Anything that occupies space and has mass. That is matter. It includes everything that is surrounding us. That is matter. The pen I'm having, the book I'm having, the laptop I'm having, like the books I'm using, the sweater or the clothes I'm wearing, the air I'm breathing, all of them is called matter. Hapo tuko pamoja?
Yes. Yes.
Churens. June, can you mute? June, can you mute? Sawa. Aya, wacha kwanza aenda ajipange huko. Atarudi. So examples of matter ni all the solids, all the liquids, and all the gases. That's a matter because they occupy space and they have mass. Yes. Sasa nataka wewe mwenyewe ukicategorize solids, liquids. There are three things actually which we always categorize which we are supposed to mention when we are talking about states of matter. We have, when we talk about, we have volume, we have mass. What else? Are we supposed to mention about matter?
Weight.
Weight is taken care by the mass.
Oh.
Yes. June, please mute. You know, you joined class na ukasahau kumute. Sasa tukasikia unasikiza ngoma fulani za West Africa. So we are looking at this. We are looking at the states of matter, nini, so the mixtures. So now when we talk about volume, mass, and shape, if we talk about tuanze na solid, does it have a definite volume? Let's have a discussion together. Does it have a definite volume? Say yes or no. Yes. So solids have definite volume, definite mass, and definite shape for solids. For liquids, you can get the volume of the liquid, so it has a definite volume. You can get the mass of a liquid, it has a definite mass. But liquids don't. June, please mute to anyone. June, can you mute, please? June, can you mute?
Yes, just a minute.
Okay. So for gases, you can only get the mass of a gas, but the volume and the shape, no. So it has a definite mass, but indefinite shape and indefinite volume. Let's define another term, an element. An element is a substance that cannot be split. We are defining the term element. That cannot be split. You know the meaning of the word split? Split into simpler substance. Simpler substance by chemical means. Yes, that's an element.